Here's a list of interesting games releasing on Steam in March that I compiled. There's only 9. There's a couple bonuses though, don't worry. As always, this is my list, so let me know what's coming out in March that you're looking forward to. Clash: Artifacts of Chaos is an action-adventure game heavily focused on hand-to-hand combat. It's launching March 9th. This is the 3rd game in the Xenoclash series, which started in 2009. Now, the first game was greatly respected for its first-person melee combat. The second game, released in 2013, had a mediocre reception. Even so, this 3rd game in the series is heavily anticipated. A sequel after 10 years is kind of insane, and it's moving into a third-person perspective with a semi-open world. Significant changes, but in 10 years, times have changed. I want to call it out, although it's fairly well known that this series is a little odd, so expect the unexpected in this surreal fantasy world. I'm interested in Clash since the developer Ace Team always nails the combat. Dredge is a fishing adventure game with a bright art style during the day, but a sinister tone at night. You catch fish, sell them, upgrade your boat, and explore the waters for treasure. But Dredge is focused on an inventory management puzzle. It's made of so many little blocks, and you must organize the fish to fit inside. Taking damage destroys one of the blocks, and it could break your gear or make the fish going flying out of your boat. They went all in on this mechanic. The fishing is simple and more about quickly reeling the fish in. It seems like you can't lose the fish. I'm glad that they didn't overcomplicate it. There's pretty much everything you would expect: upgrade and research paths, day-night cycles, and, of course, dangerous fish monsters. I'm quite interested in Dredge, and it should be available to play March 30th. Terra Nil is a strategy game about transforming a barren wasteland into a thriving and balanced ecosystem. This game looks cool and offers a fresh perspective on aiding the environment. I played the demo a long time ago, must have been about a year ago. I do remember enjoying it though. One of those games where it's relaxing because of all the greenery, but also strategic. You had a strict limitation on buildings, and the idea was to maximize what you had available. You even had to worry about the temperature and humidity of the land. Devolver Digital has been pushing this game pretty hard on socials, but I'm still not tired of seeing it. And while you can pre-purchase the game now, I would recommend waiting until March 28th when it's released. If you want to investigate the game, last I checked, the demo was still available. The Wreck is a 3D visual novel releasing March 14th. You play as Junon, daughter to a famous artist, as she lives one of her most important days. Her mother is in the hospital, and Junon needs to decide what to do. The Wreck is fully voice acted and has a strong art direction. I love the look of this game. There's some autonomy as you can select red words to decide what Junon thinks about next, but you can't hear everything. You'll miss some stuff. You can also control time through memories, playing them forward and back, looking for things to click on. You're investigating the main character's life and inspecting the scene. It's fun. I played the demo and I found the Wreck beautiful, and I'm extremely curious about the story. The voice acting really helped with that. Outlanders is a city builder, but you'll need strategy because this is more like Banished, or in other words, a survival puzzle. You start off with a small group of people, and you have to keep them alive against this harsh world. Note that this game is already available on Apple Arcade, and yeah, while games that move from mobile to Steam don't really transition well, I think this genre is perfect for playing on PC. I played the demo and died instantly. Perfect. It's addicting to micromanage your people and make sure their needs are met. I got the hang of it fairly quickly, but more importantly, it doesn't feel like a mobile game. So I think Outlanders should be given a fair shot. It seems to have a fairly solid following of fans on Reddit, so there must be something here. The game's expected release is March 7th, demo available now. although their choice of title sure could have been a lot better as it clashes with a very popular TV series, making information about this game difficult to find. March 27th marks the release date for 9 Years of Shadows, what looks like a thrilling Metroidvania adventure. You play your robot, trying to restore color to the world. Something about going into a castle and how it's a daunting quest, you know. The game looks slick, fast-controlled movement with different types of armor. These elemental armors allow you to use abilities. It seems like the earth one lets you go into underground passages to move around. The water one transforms you into a fish to jump between waterfalls. That's pretty cool. I don't know if this is important, but it was also successfully kickstarted. Regardless, the game appears intriguing, and I wouldn't mind playing another Metroidvania. Saga of Sins is an action-adventure game in which you play a priest who enters people's minds and takes the form of demonic creatures to fight the 7 deadly sins. I honestly never expected to say that sentence, but the theme and look of the game is awesome. I'm a big fan of stained glass, so it might be to my personal preference. However, after playing the demo, it was a bit simplistic. The combat and platforming were easy, the levels I played felt a little too similar, but the demo is very short and it's impossible for me to say where this game will go. I am compelled to play more though, because the story is so mysterious. It's really drawing me in. Also, being able to swap between demonic forms might make the combat more interesting. The demo is up for grabs now, and you can either wait until March 30th to play the full game or dive into that demo right away. On March 13th, get ready for a unique taxi driving experience with Mile High Taxi, where you'll be taking your taxi to the sky. Okay, the Steam store description gives it away. I mean, we're all thinking it anyway, right? The fifth element combined with Crazy Taxi. That's what they say. And on some level, I've been thinking about this type of game since I've seen The Fifth Element. We all sorta got that with Cloudpunk, but I wanted more action, and Mile High Taxi absolutely looks to deliver on more action. I'm not quite sure about this one yet though. I think I'll wait for Steam reviews from others before giving it a try myself. I'm particularly concerned about the challenges of driving in a 3D environment. It seems like it could be very disorienting. But come on, I had to include it in this list. I gotta see what's gonna happen with this game. Card Crawl Adventure is a deck builder with roguelite elements coming to Steam March 1st. You choose to visit taverns from a randomly generated map, where you'll card battle against other tavern visitors, even bosses. You're not just playing cards though, you have to draw a path across your cards to combine them and create powerful attacks and spells. Note that it seems like the developer already created something similar called Card Thief, but it's a mobile game. I'm pointing this out because they have experience making these games, and Card Thief is already very highly rated. Instead of a port, we get something better. I like that, so I'm interested to see what the game's like. Some quick extras for ya. Terraformers is a turn-based colony builder. Looks pretty cool, and it will be released from Steam Early Access March 9th. Dust Devil is a tiny arcade game, and I'll have a video for it when it's released March 1st. Anuroth, the Queen's Tyranny, I hope I said that right, is an action platformer and perhaps one of the weirder games I've played. It's not bad, but it's a little rough, and I encourage you to check out the demo. The release date is set for March 30th, although it's moved a couple times already, so who knows what's going to happen. That's it from me for March. Keep in mind, I'm not a psychic or a time traveler, and release dates change. If a date changes, I will not feature the game again because it's already on your wish list if you desire it. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing to keep up with interesting indie games. I feature them on here a lot, so bye.